Bon dia, bem-vindo ao the Essex Allotment farm. You don't know how many takes that took. So welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name's Alex. This is the Essex Allotment farm. Well, not this, but the channel. Because clearly, from the weather in the previous clip, despite it being really early morning, the sun's just come up. I'm in sunny Portugal. I'm sure you could probably tell from my perfeito Portuguese in the opening clip of this film. But yesterday, anyway, I popped to a market, a farmer's market in Portugal, which is the biggest town local to where I am. And I loved it so much. There's so many stories there. There's so much great produce, great fish, great, but mainly obviously on this channel, great produce. I'm going back there first thing this morning to have a real good look round on my own without my little boy. And I'm going to take you guys along for the journey. So hope you enjoy this look at farmers market in sunny Portugal. So I've just pulled up and it was pretty event-free driving on the wrong side of the road, which is always good. But yeah, I'm here, just pulled up. It's about 15 minutes away from where I'm staying. And we're going to jump straight inside and have a look around. I obviously don't know how well this is going to go because I've got no way of asking if I'm allowed to film in here. I've got no way of communicating to a lot of the people here, a lot of the stall holders, because it's a very traditional Portuguese market. It's not for tourists necessarily. So yeah, come with me. Let's see how it goes. So I don't know if you can hear me, but I've come to the back where there's these little mini stalls. This is real local stuff. I met an old guy here that must, well, I'm making up his story because I can't really talk to him, but he only speaks Portuguese, but he looks like a really local bro. He's only got a few bits. Let's go and check it out. So I found this cool little stall behind me. It's got some real locally grown stuff. I'm reading the sign. I'm going to go and attempt to buy some spring onions. I'll let you know how it goes. No idea what the Portuguese of spring onions is, so I might Google it quickly. But yeah, they're looking good. I'll try and show you. Okay, so that went fairly well, apart from the plastic, which she gave it me. She was really happy, and I showed her my camera, asked if I could take some photos and videos, which went down really well. €1 for a bunch of spring onions, so price-wise it's pretty similar to back home, although from yesterday's experience, a lot of it's cheaper. I got a huge bunch of parsley, which I'll show you, again in a plastic bag, but that's picking hairs for 50 cents, so effectively 45p yesterday, so that's pretty good. So some of the prices are different, but on the whole it's cheaper than back home for sort of supermarket prices. I've just spotted something else down there that some Portuguese friends of mine told me about, so I'm going to attempt to buy some of these. I'll show you what it is.
Holiday?
Yeah, holiday, yeah.
50?
Yeah, no, it's
Sen gramas?
Não, 200.
that's it.
Já deve ter.
So I've just come out the way. That was by far the hardest sort of transaction I've had so far, because I've no idea what they're called, because these are actually an edible lupine bean, which I'll be trying to grow on the farm this season. They're like a traditional bar snack over here, salty. I think they're in sort of salt water. I'm not sure what these ones are in particular, because obviously I couldn't read a word of what was on the sign. But so I've been told that these are sort of in a saltwater brine. They're an edible lupine bean, which will be growing. I've got the seeds on order from Real Seeds. And yeah, like I say, an edible bar snack here in Portugal. So we'll be giving these a go. And I've never tried them before, so this is my first experience. I'll let you know. I need some garlic for a fish pie later, so I'm going to grab one here. Totally just filmed the whole piece of camera in time lapse, so yeah, that's great. The reason I did that time lapse is I just wanted to show you the contrast. So the little mini stalls at the far end, I'm pretty confident that are really local growers. Absolutely packed down there, struggle to get down each aisle, whereas these ones are a lot lighter. So I'd imagine these are the more substantial growers, or you know, come from a bit further afield, or maybe even buy their produce in and sell it on, like we do see at some of our markets. But it does feel like there's less of a selection, which makes me think more seasonal, and smaller stalls up the far end that are a hell of a lot busier. So I'm going to try and concentrate on buying my stuff from the smaller guys at the far end, because I feel like that's more local. Obviously all this is a massive assumption, because I can't read any of the signs and I don't speak any Portuguese, as you all saw at the beginning of the video. But yeah, it's that's the assumption I've made anyway. Matey sticking his thumb up's put me off. Okay, so there's more to this market than just fruit and veg, so we're just going to have a quick time lapse around the fish area. It's not really what my channel's about, but I just thought I'd show you anyway. Lots of local fish. I know this is bad, but let me show you my favourite part about this whole farmers market. And I'm stood right in the centre now. There's like a little central square right in between fish, bread, and the produce sections. Look at this. It's like, I'm not sure what the time is now, but it's like 9 in the morning or whatever. All the traders just having a beer. Just having a little mini super bowl. I absolutely love it. I've steered clear of the bar for now, but that doesn't say I'm not going to have one before I leave. It's just really, really busy, so I've come down to... I'm not going to put things in order, because really vegetables should be my top priority. But I'm in the cake section and the pastry section and the bread section, and I'm going to text my friends, Portuguese friends back home, and ask them what is the one thing that I should be trying here, and we'll see how it goes. More like it for 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so I've had my little break. That bafana was incredible. It's just like a cheap cut of pork, so I guess it was much thicker than bacon, but much nicer. Cooked in garlic, clearly, because it's really garlicky, in the freshest of bread. It was so good, if you eat meat, that is. Right, one last thing to do, got to grab some strawberries, which I don't think are in season over here, so I'll have to use the bigger suppliers. That was the shopping list from my little boy. Let's go and do that now. Right, that is it for my trip to the farmers market here in Portugal. It was pretty epic. I'm outside now, so I'll take that off. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry I couldn't get too many close-ups of the stands or me buying stuff. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not really sure what the etiquette is. Don't want to upset anyone, don't want to be that Brit abroad that thinks he can do what he wants. But it gave you a glimpse of why I enjoyed coming here yesterday and why I absolutely didn't. Motorbike. Why I didn't mind coming back today. Oh my goodness. Right, we'll try that again. Gave you a glimpse of why I really enjoyed it yesterday, why I'm really glad I found it or was recommended it by friends and tried it and did something a little bit more Portuguese as opposed to Brits abroad. And why I didn't mind coming back today and filming some of it for you guys. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. Give it the thumbs up if you do, and if I'm like that little old man on his little stall when I'm 60 or 70 selling my few bits of fruit and veg that I grow, I'll be well happy. Maybe it'll even be in a country with weather like this. Right, have a good one. Give it the thumbs up. See you later. Just one last thing. Just walked up to the car, feeling really cosmopolitan. I tried something new. I tried something non-British. I went to a local farmer's market and yeah, I walked to the right-hand side of the car to climb in to drive home. It's the wrong side over here, mate. Look like a right idiot. See ya.